Alright guys, welcome back. I have made a purchase. Now I got this on the Amazon Prime Day. This is a Dupray steam cleaner and I thought I'd unbox it with you, and then I'm going to go out and just try using it on the car and see how it performs. I bought this because I currently have a Karcher SC3, which although it's a steam cleaner, it doesn't identify as a steam cleaner because it just pisses water everywhere, and the actual cable itself electrocutes you. I had an SC2 prior to that, and that was just as crap. So Karcher, in terms of steam cleaners, for me, have not been reliable. I've had two and both have gone wrong. The best steam cleaner I've ever purchased, this is now my fourth steam cleaner, was a Titan from Screwfix, which I paid $39.99 for many moons ago, and that lasted me 4 solid years. I don't believe you can get them. However, if you could, I'd have bought one of them. So I believe this should have been £229, and on the Amazon Prime Day I paid £139 for it. I don't know what they're about. I've never heard of them before. I just wanted the steam cleaner because I felt my interior cleaner has been not quite as good as I wanted, because I just feel a steam cleaner just adds that extra level of cleanliness to a clean. And the only thing I needed, the only criteria was it can't be a Karcher. So let's have a look. Now I have opened the lid because I thought it would come in some sort of box inside. It's actually all in pieces. So I'll open it up with you, and then I'll put it all together and we'll go outside and have a look. So initially when we open it up, you get a little accessory pack. It's quite neat. It looks like there's quite a few different accessories there. Got one pole and the other section. Get rid of some of this egg box style packaging. We have the unit itself. Let's put this on the floor. It's quite a neat little thing. It's a cube of some sort. Let's have a look. So that there is the actual unit itself. Looks like it's got a filter at the top here and a fill reservoir cable, and then obviously we've got the hose. What I might do is actually get the Karcher out and just compare how long this one is compared to the Karcher one. That's what you get in the box. I'll open all this up and I'll do a little bit of a B-roll of it all laid out so you can see it a little better. What I'll do is I'll make sure there's nothing inside to take apart, fill it up, and then we'll go outside and we'll make a start and see how it performs in the car. But initial thoughts, I quite like the look of it. I like the style of it. It's quite cute really. A little quirky little, I don't know, it has like a little sort of Japanese sort of vibe to it to me, I think. I'm intrigued. Let's go have a look. Okay, so just before we go outside, I'm just going to go over some features, and I really wanted to show you just the fill up section here. So on the Karcher, ideally you'd need like a funnel or something to fill up with. Because of the design of this, you can just pour the water straight in and you get no overspill, I mean apart from if you spill it. I just think that's such a neat idea. And this, which I thought which might be a filter, is the actual carry handle. And this has a 1.2 litre capacity in here, which is really quite good. And the boiler unit itself takes 8 minutes to warm up for the optimum performance capabilities of the machine. And it does say leave it 20 minutes after use to allow it to cool down before you empty the water out and before you store it away. Which generally, once you finish using the steam cleaner, you've probably got other sections or other details to complete, so you just turn it off and it naturally just cool down while you carried on either cleaning or packing your stuff away. But so far I really like the build quality of it. The connections just push and clip together just like so, and it just feels so sturdy. I'm really impressed in comparison to my old Karcher. I think this is a step above with build quality, and its manoeuvrability. I mean, this is on a table here, but it rolls so easy, whereas my Karcher just didn't move. It's just such, it really my initial thoughts are the Karcher's a piece of crap in comparison to what this is already. So I hope this performs outside. Now when you turn this on, the actual on indication here glows orange, and then it goes green once it's ready to be used. So I'll finish filling it up and we'll go outside and we'll get ready to start putting it to use. Sure how this audio is going to come out, but side by side, and the Dupray is definitely longer. And side by side, it just get out of it. So the whole box looks quite neat and compact. I thought, well, the cable's a bit small. Look at that, tucks up underneath, wraps up out of the way. Oh, I do like this little thing. It's quite smart. Let's get it turned on and hopefully it works well. Okay, so just while the machine is heating up, the plan for attack really is the plastics and just hit the seats just to see. There's a couple of like watermarks on the seats, so I'm going to be supporting it with Garage Therapy interior cleaner. That's going to be agitated with a scrub pad, and then we'll agitate it in and then we'll blast it off with the steam, and then we'll just run over with a microfiber cloth just to mop up any residue before then coming back to dress the plastics afterwards. The one thing I would say, all of these attachments are probably going to be too aggressive to actually use to agitate anything in your car. You might be careful with the rubbers, but I think they are quite aggressive. So I think these sorts of soft rubber trims here could end up getting torn quite easily, especially if they're already starting to perish. So I wouldn't agitate anything in the car with these, but I've got a stain in the back on the carpet, and I think if I just gently massage it with it and the pressure of the steam, I think will lift it. But we'll have a go. But yeah, probably not going to use these attachments too much. Green light, we're ready to go. And so is this bloody rain again. Let's make a start. So just gonna put a little mist across plastics here, then using the scrub pad, agitate it over. Now this Garage Therapy interior cleaner is my go-to interior cleaner. I would prefer one which maybe foams up a little bit more generally, but this works just brilliantly. So let's have a go. Let's spray this on the floor. Well, we've got a nice pressure there with the steam, and just with our microfiber, just going to wipe away any residues. Just like so, and voila, let's repeat. Just before I move around the car, I've noticed this mark on the door. I think it's only dirt. Let's just see what the pressure from the steam does of its own. Nice plume of steam, it's nice and direct, and see, I'm only using the interior cleaner just as a bit of a support really, but just with the power of the steam, that mark there is gone. Let's move around to the back. Okay, so in the back here, it's this little mark here which won't hoover. I don't know what it is, it feels a little bit stuck in the carpet. So I'm just going to try and agitate it with the steam and see if this can help us shift this. So this time I'm going to try and use these bristles, but only gently. Yeah, it's done the trick. It's gone, whatever it was. It's worked really well. Top job. Okay, so it is now raining quite a lot, but what I've done, I've changed the little triangle attachment. I just want to go over this seat and just see if we can just lift any dirt. Now you can see that's a clean pad, and these seats are generally kept quite clean. You see, there's not much come out because they are kept quite clean, but it'll just help kill any bacteria, any like sort of damp sort of smells which might be imprinted into the fabric, help remove any sort of light soiling or any small stains. And I just think generally a steam cleaner just makes the fabric feel a lot cleaner in general, and I think the overall appearance just looks much cleaner. Yeah, I'm happy with that. been raining on and off, so I haven't really shot as much usage of the machine as what I'd like to do, but you know, it's a long-term project, this little thing. Hopefully it'll last for, you know, a good couple of years at least, so you know, later on down the line we can do another video with this. My final thoughts after the initial impressions and first usage today: blown away. If you need a steam cleaner, or if you thought about getting a steam cleaner, you don't necessarily need one for carve outline. I always use one, but if you're going to buy a machine, I'd 100% recommend you look into buying one of these. It may feel like I've got a gripe against cartridge, and I guess in some ways I have, because I've had two machines and they've both gone wrong, both in a short period of time, both had different faults. And you know, in the past I've never been let down by Karcher. You know, you got the Karcher and Nilfisk rivalry with pressure washers, and I've always preferred Karcher over Nilfisk. But if I'd have found one of these beforehand, 100%, knowing what I've known now after using it today, this is miles above the Karcher, especially like the SC2, the SC3. You know, in comparison to the two that I've used, this is head and tail above that. I can't really find any faults. You know, the hose is longer, the cable's longer, it tucks away nice and neatly. I guess these are probably a little bit too harsh for an interior of the car, but for your car mats, you can get away with it as long as you're, you know, gentle. And then the other thing is, you get, I think it's 6 of these as well, so you know, they are going to wear over a period of time. You've got 6 to replace it with, which is really good. I think in the Karcher, the last time I bought one, I only had one more replacement. I guess a niggle could be there's nowhere to really fold up this cable, so I'm going to leave it in this box while I transport it around in the van, just to try and help prevent it getting damaged. But again, it's a nice, neat, smart, modern design. You know, you don't really want to have any sort of handles sticking out anywhere to try and wrap this around, I guess. So I don't really know what they could do differently, but yeah, it's neat, it's smart. I love the design of it. It's robust, it feels good, it's well built, it's strong, the connections work well, and its usability is really good. You know, you get a good plume of steam that comes out, you get plenty of accessories with it. Honestly, I could go on for ages with this. If you need one, look at one of these. Don't look at anything else. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and we're on a roll now, so let's get Waxlock out of the way and let's get some more product.